I am Pharaoh. I heard you had some questions for me. Well, Sheila, as Pharaoh, my hatred for the Israelites was so strong because I was the new Pharaoh. I did not know Joseph. I did not respect the Israelites. I told my people, behold, the people of Israel are too many and too mighty for us. Come, let us deal with them shrewdly, lest they multiply. And if war break out, they join our enemies and fight against us and escape from the land. I'm going to set out taskmasters to make the Israelites serve me, build my cities, care for my animals, and tend to my land. Sheila, you know the more I oppressed the Israelites, the more they multiplied. I had to order the murder of all the male Israelite babies. I told the Hebrew midwives to kill the boys and spare the girls. Since the Hebrew midwives would not listen to me and follow my command, I told all of my own people to cast every son born of a Hebrew into the Nile, but let the girls live. I know I was wrong, but I did it because I was trying to prevent a future rebellion. I was worried about the males joining a foreign army and fighting against me. Andrea, I'm glad you asked me about Moses' return from exile. Moses had a lot of nerve coming to my kingdom telling me what some strange God said. You know when Moses told me the God of Israel said, let my people go, that they may hold a feast in the wilderness. I told Moses, who is the Lord that the great Pharaoh should hear and obey his voice and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord. And moreover, I will not let Israel go, and I will make the work harder for them. I told my taskmasters, let the Israelites make brick with no straw or get their own. Moses, your warnings about God's pestilence mean nothing to me. Moses and his God meant nothing to me. Now, Wallace, you were asking me about the plagues. Do I regret dismissing the plagues God imposed on me as trickery and coincidence? Well, not at first, because my magicians were matching the feet of Aaron's rod. Then there was blood in the Nile, frogs everywhere, dust turned to gnats, flies took over. Only Egyptian livestock died. Boils covered people. Hail rained down. Locusts ate up. Darkness covered up. And finally, death rolled through Egypt. And my son died. Then I began to regret my actions. For sure. Addie, now that's a good question. I think my final breaking point was when God sent the 10th plague for the firstborn. This plague was the final straw. I did not believe in God, but at midnight, after the Lord struck down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from my house to the dungeon, from all the firstborn of my livestock and Egyptian livestock too, the God of Israel killed my son. Okay, Moses and Aaron, get up, go out from among my people, both you and the people of Israel. You go serve the Lord, your God, as you have said. Take your flocks, your herd, as you have said, and go and bless me also. There was not a house in my kingdom that with a firstborn that was not dead. Now, Wallace, knowing what you know now, have dealt with Moses' demands any differently? That's a great question. Wallace, I'm glad you asked. Looking back on my dealings with God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, I think about what I should have done to God's people before